Hello, everybody. I'm John Cena. I've come to the Teryn and Dez show for the same reasons you have.
Teryn Lee, the queen of the drunk-eyed Canadians. She's the craziest bitch you'll ever meet, and she chops like a motherfucker. See her breaking hearts and smoking darts on the cruise. Yeah. Desi Bear, actor, comedian, podcaster, and writer. He's going crazy, and you will too.
It's TDS! The Teryn and Dez show! Let's go!
Woo! Fucking Canada Day, baby!
What is up, everybody? Happy July 2nd and a third Canada Day episode. This is awesome.
Canada Day, eh? Huh?
The A?
Ah.
Awesome. Teryn, how are you doing on this beautiful Tuesday?
It was great. I worked today, so I couldn't get real drunk last night or anything. So we're here tonight. And tomorrow is my only day off until I am in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, shit. What's going on in Calgary?
AW.
What? I'm just kidding. I know. Awesome. No, it sounds like it's going to be a wild-ass fucking party, man.
Yeah, I think it's shaping up to be pretty fucking fantastic, to be honest. A lot of cool people are going to be going. I'm sure I'm going to piss a lot of people off with some, shit I've got concocted in my brain. So I'm just going to do that. This cat is annoying me now, but you can hear
fucking
that.
just animals playing drums here on TDS now. We're just going to have like a fucking little cha-cha
100%.
here from little like dogs.
100%. He's just being a real prick. Just being a prick.
Hey, man. This is it. This is what Tuesdays are all about. But like, okay, so like Teryn said, though, we are here for a reason this week. We're celebrating Canada Day, right? It's going to be a big one here. And we're also kind of celebrating Independence Day, which is coming up this weekend or this Thursday. So shout out if you guys took off Friday and just going to make it a big, long weekend there in the United States.
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Is that somebody knocking at the door or was that like a cat legit playing
It was
around?
a cat. It was punching some stuff.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, yo, are we? Because if I don't want to be upsetting anybody here, especially, whether it be Hobo Ted. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Hobo Ted, if somebody is knocking on my door, please don't get me banned from my own show and stuff, So maybe don't do that. Don't call Dez on me.
Oh my God.
Who's there? Who's it?
I'm completely innocent. I didn't do nothing.
Okay. Well, if you know anybody who you think, who do you think it was? Because it wasn't fucking me. I'm here every week, okay? I'm a lifer of TDS. Lifer.
That's right.
It was
right. We're
Marty
absolute lifers
Jannetty.
here.
Not Marty Jannetty. Not the worst one of all.
Hey, Marty Jannetty's solid wrestler, okay? Just, everything outside of that is still a little bit to be, but wrestling, solid.
Him as a person, maybe not great. Inside of the ring, I think maybe not right now. I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a while. So
I think so. I think we've seen a lot of guys that are really good in the ring, but then not so much outside of it, But it speaks to the technicality of it. Whereas some guys are good mechanics, great mechanics, but they're just not really good, people, right? So
the comments have me dead right now. I'm sorry, guys. But what you guys
Tell your friends, boys.
Okay.
Tell your friends.
We're okay. So yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, okay. Not just my rack is the big fucking deal here. There's something even bigger, okay? We are branching out, you guys. Dez was supposed to do this, but now that my rack's a big old fucking woo! Yay, big time rack. Something fucking so big, you guys. We have made it. We have fucking peaked to the point where we are now streaming live to dual audiences on Tuesday nights. Not just on Facebook, but Desi Bear, where are we streaming? Where can these guys go?
Yeah. That's right. So check out our YouTube account right now because we're actually right now live on YouTube as well. So if you guys prefer YouTube over Facebook, whatever you think, and if you just want to help us out, you know what? Even if you don't even like YouTube, just go to YouTube right now, log into your YouTube account, check it out, TDS, give us a follow, and a comment, because any engagement there will help us out so much. So this little pod can grow into a bigger pod, I guess, or like a shittier pod. Maybe we'll get shittier with time. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
it's the
fuck knows?
podcast that keeps on growing. Keeps on growing. It'll never stop growing. But no, seriously, you guys, whoever wants to go over there, since we're simultaneously streaming right now, go over there, be the first to make the fucking comment on YouTube. And it'll be there on the screen with the little fucking YouTube little TV button with play. Yay!
The little play button there. Yeah. You can be the very first, and the very first person gets something very special tonight at the Zoom after party. It's that old game from high school, 7 Minutes in Heaven. Well, look at old Teryn. There we go. You get 7 minutes of
holy. I mean, I guess it's horror 101 with me. So you guys, maybe you'll get to see my rack if you be the first one to comment. I don't know what to tell you. It's four
just log into my YouTube account here.
Holy, it's Dez, exactly. It's like, oh, so you're gonna do this now, Dez? We're on air, man. What the fuck?
Oh, crazy.
That would have been a fucking way about it where everyone could see my rack, but we know I know about it now, so that is actually off the table. No seeing Teryn's rack being the first comment. So
there we go. Well, made the dream happen, and then just taking it down so fast. Okay, now let's talk about the long weekend though here, because we did just have a long weekend. Long weekend technically. Maybe you worked, maybe you didn't.
I worked.
What did
I worked
you do how did you celebrate?
I worked. Well, I was off Sunday, but I was a little hungover. I had a staff party that I got a little turned up at, so I chilled. I was supposed to do a lot of things. I didn't get any of them done. I ate talk. Hello, who's there?
Just a little update from the YouTube live stream. Apparently, we still have some kinks to work out, so the comments are not pulling up at this exact moment, but Brian Kessler in the chat says, hi, Jamal is yeeting up a storm. So there you go.
Hell yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
I'll work on that and try to get it up on the screen. You use these free tools, you get what you pay for, am I right?
Hey, man. No, I hear you, man. Everything's appreciated, Ted.
We live in a world of where we'll take what we can get. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're streaming in 2 places at once now. It's a long Canada Day weekend. We've been getting trolls, so that's how we're moving on up. So this is who we are.
Exactly, we're advancing. Teryn was talking about going to staff parties. I had a staff infection. It's very different, so don't get them confused. One is very fun, and the other one not so much. I'm in deep waters though. Me and my deep waters, I've never had a staph infection.
Well, I know. I think that's like you said. That's really fucked up that you say that, because a lot of people die with the staph infections and stuff. But that's one thing me and Dez have in common. We're habitual line steppers. We like to say inappropriate things at inappropriate.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is exactly what I meant about deep waters. Is because I was like, wait, I shouldn't be saying I have something if I've never had it, because I don't know. You know what I mean? The severity of it. So anybody out there with staph infections, hey, we're here for you.
Well, not really. You should go to the doctor and get that fixed. But...
Yeah, definitely don't just come to TDS and be like, yeah, what are you going to do about my staph infection?
I know honestly, I've watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy, and I like to think I'm a doctor, but I'm not a licensed doctor. So don't ever take medical advice. Unless it's sex education, then by all means, I'm happy to teach because I'm such a big hoe. I love to teach and spread the knowledge. Which I've actually been doing. And I say, do you guys not get sex ed in America? Because why am I teaching this? But okay.
Yeah. And by knowledge, that's what she calls her legs. She spreads the knowledge. Happy birthday, Jamal. Hey, really big birthday there. Let's sing happy birthday, Jamal. Shall we sing it?
I would love to, but I don't sing.
Okay. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamal. Happy birthday to you. Eat many more. Eat.
Yay! I thought that was a lovely duet of my dancing and your singing. It's lovely.
Yeah, right there we go. The sizzle and the steak. Definitely the sizzle. Or are we just like the sizzle and the sizzle at this point? I don't even know. I'm not even sure.
I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe the people in the comments and the listeners at home can give us some idea of what we are, because I think we're both steak and we're both sizzle.
I think so too. Like steak
No?
bites, though. I don't think I'm a full ass steak. I think I'm just kind of like one of those like a minute steak. You know what I mean? You're kind of like, oh, it looks good from afar. Like that's the steak, but it's not.
Oh, thanks, guys. I don't know, because like I feel like I am. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm like more of a filet mignon, you know? Like I am a fucking classy bitch and fucking just fucking tender as fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Tender like this rack. Holy BS. So
I don't know. I think all the dart smoking is making gamey. I think. Oh, what's this?
hello.
I believe the link to YouTube is issues are resolved.
Damn,
Nice.
Hobo
Nice.
Ted's working
Talk about
overtime
Palmer.
today. He's running the program, fixing problems, not fucking up the show. You guys, I mean, I really want to promote Hobo Ted and his fantastic capabilities, but all you other fucking wannabe Teryn and Dez shows out there, you stay fuck away from Hobo Ted. He's ours. But Hobo
No.
Ted, I just want you to know, we really appreciate every single thing you do for us. You are fucking the chef's kiss. Thank you.
Yeah. There we go. Dez is the shrimp, and that's not the first time I've heard this, or shrimpy, or smelly like shrimp. Yeah.
Damn, Danny's out here coming at me. Danny, at least make a fake profile to troll me. Fuck. That's where we're at on our level now, okay? You guys, we make fake profiles to troll me. Not Dez, just me. And our fake podcast, okay? Fake.
I don't have thick enough skin for it. If somebody trolled me like that, I would definitely just quit, and it'd be very public. So don't do that to me.
Yo, and then there's just me like, come on, give me more.
Yeah.
Like
each leather skin Teryn here, just old fucking tough old leather Teryn.
You know, like how Pinocchio, every time he told a lie, his nose got bigger. I'm like Pinocchio, but every time I get trolled, my rack gets bigger and I show a little bit more. So
okay, I think you're gonna start like 5 different accounts here. People are gonna have 5 or 6 different fake accounts now, just gonna start lighting it up. If that's the case.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if that's the case, fuck, go over to old fucking playboy.com tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Fucking catch me on live here, boys. Tip money book. First time ever that I promoted myself doing that. So yeah, that. Anyways, we're getting way off topic. We got to get back to fucking basics here, okay? Fucking Canada Day, baby.
So we use this opportunity to talk about things Canadian, celebrate things that are Canadian and people that are Canadian. And honestly, I want to take this moment right now to use this platform, my little piece, my slice of this pie, to talk about Hawaiian pizza. Honestly, I'm a big fucking fan of Hawaiian pizza. I've always been a fan of Hawaiian pizza. Growing up, I thought it was my most exotic food that I ate because I thought I was an islander because I liked Hawaiian pizza. And I thought it was, people didn't like it. I didn't get it. I was just like, okay, cool. And then you realize it's like a global thing. People that didn't agree with pineapple on pizza. And I'm like, fuck, boys, it tastes great. You know what I mean? Like, it's great. You put a little bit of pepperoni on there, maybe with some green peppers if you want to get really deluxe with it. But no onions, no mushrooms, for Christ's sakes. Like, just keep it off of there. But yeah, Hawaiian pizza made by a Greek dude in Canada. So
yeah, I mean,
Canada.
I've always fucked with Hawaiian pizza, and this is gonna circle back to get me more trolls. Sometimes when I order pizza, I go, "Can I get a Hawaiian pizza with no ham?" Okay.
So pineapples and cheese.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I guess.
It's fucking so good, dude. It's so fucking good. 10
Well,
out of 10.
I had slices without the ham in it, and it's okay. But I mean, definitely. But the ham adds so much, though, right? The ham adds that saltiness that you need and that sweet. So it's like a good sweet and salty.
When you got this fucking much ham, okay, you don't need any more. So pineapples. Pineapple.
I'm just walking through doors here at this point. I think I'm just walking.
Honestly, you guys, since I'm such a big hoe, you guys know what pineapple actually does, right? Think about it.
Yeah. This is why. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Yo, I'm really fucking. I'm
Everybody's
on my
selfish.
A game tonight with this shit.
It does not matter to me the end result of what the other person like gets. It just all that matters to me is the package was delivered. It has no bearing on my soul what it does or doesn't taste like. So, but you know, maybe that stops people from coming back. So let me just check out my retention here.
Yeah. So. Des is like, well, just gonna order a bunch of fucking pineapple right here, boys. Be right back. And he comes back with a can of fucking old Dole pineapple, just fucking eating it by the fucking forkful. Well,
next week, just in the house, just all trip, all cruise. There's old Pineapple Desi. Just start calling me Pineapple Man. I'm just gonna start wearing fucking shirts that have pineapples on them there.
Jamal. So for those of you listening at home and on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, wherever you're listening and or viewing, YouTube, Facebook, whichever, Jamal has just said, Teryn clearly knew what she was doing wearing this shirt today. Jamal, my mans, I always know what I'm doing. I am a fucking mastermind.
It's Jamal's birthday. Jamal likes Rack City. He wants to go to Rack City more than fucking Brock Lesnar brings people to Suplex City. She said so. Yeah. She was like, listen, I'm doing this for Jamal. I said, okay, cool.
But a lot of people think just old dumb Canadians. No, I'm really smart when it comes to like manipulating, and I'll admit that. I'm petty and I manipulate when I want to. Okay?
Oh my God. So Teryn here just manipulating people and just being very open about her process, and that's good. Yes, exactly.
Well, that's the thing. Most people aren't like that, and I am, and that's why I get trolls. Like, come at me, bro. I'll manipulate you and your family. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So while Teryn is sitting here talking about manipulating, see, I'm looking at the glasses. There we go. Rack City, here we come. Happy birthday, Jamal. I love Danny's timing of his comment is great. But while Teryn has this to stew on here, I want to talk about some video games for a second here. And not just video games. I want to talk about some old video games. So if we can roll our segment here, let's get this going here. And I'll just...
He's a video game guy. He's a video game guy. He's a video game guy, and you know he's a guy because he loves the games.
That's right. This guy loves the fucking video games. Thanks again for the awesome song there. I love that. And no, big shout out to the video game guy's biggest fan, Dirty Dick. Love you, brother. Love you, Tony, man. Always supporting it. Always fucking commenting. For those of you who didn't check it out, I put a special video game guy segment out just on our social medias, and it's all about Life is Strange 2. But today on the program, I want to talk about retro video gaming. I want to talk about retro gaming in all of its ways here. Des and I just talked about Mario Wonder. Yes, we fucking did. So Mario Wonder is definitely one of these games that takes the essence of what it was when we were kids, and it just builds on it to these exponential places where you're like, did they just fucking do this? Like, is this a video game I'm seeing like in real life? Or is this just my imagination of a fever dream of, half-baked thoughts of what Mario could be? But really though, when I talk about retro gaming, I'm talking about bringing it back to the NES. I've talked about Ikari Warriors here, Zelda 2. I've got the cartridge, I've got it like on the bling. I should actually be wearing that for every segment now. I think it's just my cartridge bling. But really though, that was like a hark back to a time when video games, you needed imagination, right? Because like I said, I've said this on the show before, where you were just like 2 pixels and a little block, and you had to imagine that you were a knight and you had a shield and that you were going to fight these goblins, and it was just such a time, man. But it really pushed us as kids to use our imagination. And a lot of people don't have that anymore, I don't think, because it's all so spoon-fed. So in that same breath, I definitely like the new wave of games, and I like the cinematic style of them. But at the same time, I think there's something to be said for some pixel 8-bit art, So big shout out there. Damn, does this guy love the fucking video games or what? I tell you, I fucking love the video games. So let me know what your favorite retro game is. And for people, retro games could be like, for me, it's NES. For some people that are a little bit older than me, it's the Atari. For people younger than me, it's the N64 or the Super Nintendo. If you're going to come at me with some GameCube, please don't talk. Please, I feel old enough as it fucking is. So anyways, this has been Video Game Guy for this week. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you wherever we're playing video games. Is he banging around?
Who's there? Hobo Head? Who's it?
Just wanted to apologize. There was supposed to be a photo on that last segment, but apparently I did not convert it to the proper format. So that's all me. My bad.
No worries, no worries. That photo came in super late. It was just of some, what was it? Something for retro, I think. Anyways, man, Swiss cheese brain, bro. If you didn't bring it up, I would not have even remembered it.
We love
Also
Swiss
getting in the mindset of
cheese.
characters. Final Fantasy VI, The Legend of Zelda, dude. Right? And oh my God, next week on the show we're going to be talking about the Legend of Zelda announcement, but that's going to be next week. So
We are absolutely not talking about that. And if we are, it'll be Dez talking about that because I will not be here for TDS next week. So I don't know if Dez is going to air something or not, but I will be in Calgary living my best life. So I will not be here the next week. So
all right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Home Alone with Desi Bear next week. It's going to be TDS, the Destro edition with Hobo Ted, featuring a special guest. I don't know if it's going to be a special guest or just me and a puppet doing a voice. We'll see. But tune in then, and we'll talk about it then.
it'll just be me popping in, fucking be like, yo, what's up, boys? Fucking racks out. Just a plus 35 weather in Calgary. Whoo, it's hot, just sweat dripping and stuff. Holy Christ. Fuck. Next week, we get the highest views.
Des, your rack better be out. Yes, it will be totally. I'll be wearing a deep V, and I will be tearing into it like Hulk Hogan throughout the night. So by the end of it there, total nips. You'll be seeing total nips. And that's the one thing I promise over Teryn that she will never deliver is nips on air. So that's the one thing I can guide. But Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not pulling my
I know. I'm just like looking up and finding reasons to look up. I'm like, oh, what's
No, I wouldn't do that. But if you guys want to see my nips, playboy.com tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Teryn, we've talked about Canadian things. We've talked about things we like about Canada. Tell me something you don't like that we could improve upon in our great nation of Canada.
Justin Trudeau.
Without getting like, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Well, what don't you like about our drama teacher turned prime minister?
No, I don't like a goddamn thing. There's not one thing about that man that I can honestly say I like at all. Think about the last 8 years of our lives in Canada. Think about it. Think about how hot, like how fucking high we were living our best lives, and fucking whoosh. It's like somebody fucking just coming and punching fucking you right in the dick.
I don't know, bro. I think that I can't say he's done a good job. I can't. But I mean, we got legal pot out of it, so that's cool.
We would have got legal pot anyways.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's the only reason this mofo was voted in. Because, and I quote, I'm going to legalize marijuana. So, and like literally everybody that I know smoked weed. They're like, yeah, we're voting him in. He's going to legalize weed. I'm like, well, fuck off. Like, I've never one time voted for that man. Okay. Now we're just getting into hardcore politics. This man has entirely fucked our country the way his daddy did back in the 70s. And I will never forget this. When that man was running for prime minister, my dad said, I will not vote him because if he wins, he will do exactly what his dad did to Canada in 1972 or 71. And you know what? Guess what? Same fucking thing. Same fucking thing. Except for like, you know, I think he's a little more lavish. So there's things.
What's the tax on your legal pot? I think it goes by territory or province.
Yeah, territory and province. So in like Alberta, it's 5%.
Yeah, I think it's just like GST. I don't think there's anything past that for us in the NWT as well.
It's way better in Canada than it is down in America, for sure.
Is it? Nice. Because I think we're paying, I don't know if it's like $10 a gram Canadian on it or whatever it is. I think it's like $40 for like a gram of shatter at the store. Pre-rolls are like $15 for like a 3-pack, 4-pack.
I don't know. I don't buy or smoke weed. So
okay. So we do want to let's get some. So like we said, every little bit of engagement helps us. Every little bit of help that you guys give, feedback you give. So we're talking Canada. We're talking Canadian. Sort of politics. Let's shift gears now. Wrestling. Teryn, we'll hear from the crowd. Let's give them a second to answer here. Favorite Canadian wrestlers. Teryn, who's yours? If you had to name one, let's hear from the crowd.
I mean, the one I have to go to, obviously, is Chris Jericho, because like I said last week, we can't be the official Chris Jericho Rocking Wrestling Ranger at Sea Party podcast and Chris not be top on the list. So I will say Jericho. We both clearly know his level of GOAT.
Yeah.
Second, I think honestly, greatest of all time is it's Bret Hart, not Shawn Michaels, guys. Sorry.
Okay. So now, obviously, when we look at Canadian wrestlers, we're looking at, Jericho, we're looking at Bret Hart, we're looking at Benoit, we're looking at Lance Storms. Now, out of the four there, like past the four, let's get into the woods a bit here now. Let's go a little bit deeper. Yeah, we've got Owen Hart here. That's 5, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Owen. But I don't honestly like any Canadian wrestler that has made it into WWE, AEW, WCW, New Japan, any of those guys. Nobody can say they're not good wrestlers.
Yeah, but that's
exactly
excellent wrestler.
If you circle back to even Sean Spears, he's fucking fantastic. Oh my God, what is this fucking Tyler Breeze? He's great. These guys are not main event level fucking guys, but they're still good. I can't name a single one that has made it to that point, and they're not fucking. Yo, are we just showing off our Bret Hart tattoos here? Fuck.
Hell yeah.
But legit, like, oh, my tag's hanging out there. Shit. Canada exports really great wrestlers.
Absolutely, man.
Giselle Shaw. Who's there, Hobo Ted?
I just want to say, Jamal's a hell of a guy for sharing his birthday with Bret Hart like that. He didn't have to do that. I'm sure Bret asked his permission and was real brotherly to him. And a hell of a guy for giving Bret permission to have a birthday today. Good on you, Jamal.
Oh, yeah, Jamal.
Very, very, very good point. Yeah, very good point. I actually saw those two interact at a WrestleCon I was at, where it actually happened for the first time. Like a lot of heat in the industry, a lot of animosity. It was actually the first time that Jamal and Bret Hart were in the same room together at WrestleCon. It was actually very civil. Jamal, definitely, you can see he was very reserved, a lot of respect for the Hitman, and a lot of that mutual respect coming back from Bret, honestly, because he knew he was looking at the GOAT, the future mayor of the Jericho Cruise, Jamal. He knew he was looking at somebody real.
But yeah, off the top of my head, like I can't name a shitty or like a mid-carder that has pulled up and not done something like super great, super cool. Yeah, I mean, we've got our generic shitty shindies here for sure. I've seen some pretty shitty wrestlers at some of the promotions I've made it a point to go to. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to put them all top fucking tier, okay? And then, of course, we have to touch base on Canada's greatest export. Trish Stratus.
Dear? Oh, lead? What?
Trish Stratus, okay? And if people don't think it's Trish Stratus, then why is it Maurice? Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't know. I'm a fan of Taya Valkyrie myself, so... Kevin Owens
you know what? I done forgot about her, but I mean, there is not one person that watches wrestling that doesn't know what a Trish Stratus is.
Yeah.
That she made women's wrestling in the 90s, and she's Canadian. She's very proud to be Canadian. So, I mean, fuck, even Chelsea Green, shout out to Johnny Cadillac and the Caddy Chat podcast. But Chelsea Green, you guys. And even Tennille fucking Dashwood, she was trained at Lance Storm School in Calgary. People would come all across the fucking world to train in fucking Alberta with these guys. The Heart fucking Dungeon, Lance Storm School. They have created some of the best wrestlers in the entire fucking world. So, to me...
See, I'm sorry. It wasn't WrestleCon. It was StarCast. My bad. But see, I knew they had a good interaction there. It was all over the dirt sheet.
All Canadian wrestlers are fucking great. All right?
Yeah.
Natural athletes, charismatic.
Yeah. I think, you know what? From everybody from snowboarding legend Ross Rebliati, shout out my homie there. Fucking here's for you, Ross. But everybody, man, Canadian athletes are the fucking bomb, man.
For real. Like, and that's something that's not talked about a lot, to be honest. And I know Hobo Ted, he's residing currently in America, but I know deep down he believes he's Canadian, and we've accepted that. He is our Canadian. American.
No, Hobo Ted was born in Canada, but slid down a hill, across the border, and got picked up by some lovely nurses and spent some time in a boarding home. We talked about this. I think it was like a couple weeks ago off the air, but didn't mean to pull back the curtain too much on you, Ted. Sorry.
But like living in a world where America is technically number one, or so they think, it's such a big fucking population where their shit's always better and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's shitty going on in Canada is our government. We have some of the best artists, not Justin Bieber or Drake, okay? We're not going to even go there because they're not even that good. I did see a comment earlier from Chuck Weckler asking about the Cup staying in Florida. You know what? It's good. And I already made my point, because was that Team American team? They might rep the Florida name and play in the Florida arena. But if you take a look at their roster, I believe it was 13 out of their 22 players are Canadian citizens. So really, Canada won that cup. So,
but even more interestingly enough, 28 out of those 29 players, including the coaches and staff, are drunk-eyed. So there you go. Even more interesting.
You said there's only 22, but and also just like a quick shout out to Roberto Luongo. He finally got his hands on the cup because he couldn't get it done in the 2011 fucking playoffs here. Okay, when he was actively playing. Now he's just on the coaching staff. That fucking fuck. But you know what? Now I'm getting riled up. And you know what? It is.
Here we go.
This is Teryn's holy fuck moment of the week, boys.
You know, I'm actually riled up about a lot of stuff today. Can I get real deep into it? No, because I don't want to get canceled. We just got fucking on Facebook, so we're streaming there, so I can't get too crazy. Not yet. But I'm still fucking riled up about trolls, okay? You just rolled in 1 week. You're not even a good troll. You need to come back week after fucking week after fucking week with new shit. You came in 1 week, and now I'm riled up because you didn't even come back. Please come back, trolls. I fucking miss you. I really love your fucking comments. They're so well thought out and fucking perfect, okay? Fucking perfect. Just please come back, trolls. Holy fuck. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm sure I have more. It'll come out at an inappropriate time. Bo, shut. But yeah, please come back, trolls. I miss you. I miss you.
Yo, speaking of missing trolls and something Canadian here, I don't know what this has to do with trolls really, but that show Alone, the new season in Arctic Circle, fucking let us know in the comments if you guys are watching this. They fucking shot this show in my backyard. Literally, there are some scenes where we can recognize some of the fucking geography from trails and things in areas around the region. So if you're watching Alone, fucking let me know. We're watching it too. And
I watch it every season.
Nice.
Who are you
watching
rooting
the new
for?
season?
Who are you rooting for?
I was rooting for Cubby, and then the motherfucker took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, just so fucking 3 days in. That's fucking fuck.
Dude, that's such a fucking Dez move too, though. Just like fucking carrying the arrows and it falls out and goes through his. Oh.
I'm rooting for the chickie from Saskatchewan, or fucking the
Cree woman,
yeah, the Cree woman, our cuz, or the fucking guy from Labrador, the old fisherman.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
I like him. Those Americans, I'm not. I don't think it's going to be one of the two of the Canadians, I'm sure, because those Americans can't. They like it's going to be.
Well, but they're survivalists, man. It could be one of them. It could 100% be one of them. Here's my deal: is this show?
They've never fucking been in that sort of fucking weather, fucking, where the Labrador guy, he 100% has fucking polar bears and icebergs just floating on by, and the fucking bitch in Saskatchewan, that gets cold as fuck up north there too. So
it does. It'll get cold, but I mean, these guys are adaptive, and they're so fucking just so tough. I want to see fucks like me out there. Put me and Johnny J and Walter and fucking Shady C and fucking Lenny and fucking put us all in a fucking tent, give us the fucking supplies and throw us in the fucking wild and see how many hours we last. I guarantee it wouldn't be fucking 72 days, wouldn't be 72 weeks. It'd be fucking hours. It'd be 32 hours. It'd be like, how long can you last? I don't know, 5 or 6 o'clock, you know, like.
See, honestly, for that show, I think I'd do really good until it comes time to like killing animals. I can't physically do that. Shelter.
So like 2 days in, like fucking your first time getting
like have to fucking eat like leaves and bark and shit, man. Like I just can't be like I mean maybe like worst case I could like kill a fish and like I know how to gut it and fucking descale it and stuff. Like,
that's good.
That's probably do that. Like it's just a fish, but like there ain't no way I'm gonna be shooting a fucking bird and defeathering it and gutting it.
Well, what about what about a rabbit? What about a squirrel?
No,
what about a fucking
No, because they're so harmless. They're so harmless. I could never do that.
Fish are not harmless though. Like, what's the line for you? Is it just because they got scales and they're gross? Like, what's the deal?
They're just fish.
Yo, don't get the fish people after us for Christ's sakes. Don't say that.
What? Fish and wildlife can fucking suck it.
Oh my god! And this big disclaimer comes up. The views being shown on this program are not those shared by all of those in the.
But no, for real. If Fish and Wildlife would get their shit together, they'd get on Highway 43 and clean up the dead animals that are getting hit by semis. Every time I drive on that fucking highway, there's always dead baby deers, and I drive by and I look and I get sad because I'm like, that poor deer didn't have a chance with that big old semi, and I get sad. So really, Fish and Wildlife, this is your fault, to be honest.
I like those overpasses they make where the animals can cross over the roads and stuff.
Yeah, in like Jasper and Banff. Fuck, next week I'll be hitting them in fucking Jasper and Banff out here in these streets. Oh, fuck, I'm so excited for next week. Just a fucking Canadian road trip here, boys. Getting all the fucking Caesars and the ketchup chips and fucking the coffee crisps and the old Henrys and the real solar pops into Meg and the Tim Hortons and such.
Hell yeah. Jamal, 22 hours is a little bit ambitious, I think, honestly. I'd be like, yo, can I bring weed? They're like, no. And I'm like, pulling out that phone, just fucking, hey, it's Dez.
Like, I'm actually just not even going to get on. I'm not even going to go out there. Like, I'm not even going to go do the trading. Thank you, though. But yeah, no, all the Canadian things next week. And I'm really excited to show Meg the Heart House. This is her first time in Calgary. So
that's super cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really great. I'm super excited.
Oh my god! Hey, so I didn't even ask you what the fuck's the drink of the week here this week. What are you chugging on tonight?
Well, we're doing a Canadian fucking tour here, so I got the Lamb's Sociable Spiced Rum Punch.
Wow, Lamb's, man.
Lamb's, yeah. I just found it yesterday. It's proudly made in Newfoundland.
See, here's my deal. Okay, now here's my deal. And now this might be way off topic. This might be a really hot take. Maybe Lamb's is very progressive. Maybe they're new, but everything about Lambs, from Old Navy to their bottles to their style to their look, tells me they're old heads, right? So now, can you imagine the fucking boardroom at Lambs where these fucking 8 old men are just like, what do you mean we have to make a hard cider? What do you mean we have to put this bullshit on our can? What are you talking about, snakes? What are you talking about, fucking snakes and dragons and fucking shields and fucking potions? What are you talking about, this bullshit? And they're like, yo, we got to make this or we're going to drown in this market. And next thing you know, the guys who make Navy rum are making fucking cooler drinks. So I don't know, man.
Honestly, it's actually really fucking good.
Bro, no, dude, no.
I was pretty hesitant.
Yeah.
And
not hesitant enough.
It's fucking good. It's fucking good.
I don't know, bro. I think I might just be a fucking dinosaur, dude. I think I might just be a fucking dinosaur, you know?
But speaking of alcohol and what is good, that is one other thing that fucking sweet old fucking Meg is going to get to fucking do next week in Calgary. The old Hitman's Bar. I mean, Hitman's fucking rum and whatever the fuck that fucking cocktail drink that you tried that we had.
Dude,
that was fucking rough. Yo, I tried it cold. I tried it warm. I tried it with fucking ice. I tried it while I was wasted drunk. And they were still bad.
Yeah, no.
So,
no. Yeah. Look, man, Bret Hart, there's 2 things you shouldn't have done. 1, getting kicked in the face by Goldberg. 2, making that drink, man.
Yeah, exactly. Good. That was fucking rough. That was rough. I still have some here, but it's just for like collector purposes. It's just hanging out as a.
Maybe that's why Bret did it. maybe Brett's like, yo, if I'm getting kicked in the head by this idiot, I want other people to feel what that feels like, and this is the drink.
Maybe.
Because I swear to God, when I drank that warm fucking like goat piss, it tasted like somebody kicked me in the face.
Literally, and it was just as bad cold too. I just want you to know that.
So, some things you just can't fix. Some things you just can't fix.
Speaking of things we can't fix, name me your top things that you can fucking get in Canada. And it can't be weed.
Okay. Like in my everyday life, things that I just use and let I love.
Yeah, but like when we're in America and we go to this store and we want something, or something we have that they can't, that's different there.
Yeah. Well, you keep talking about differences between McDonald's and stuff, but I don't know, like I find like junk food is different. Like chips are different. I think it's just with the factories, the way they're made. So I think every little thing just from the junk food is my big like, oh, cool, right?
Well, they use like at McDonald's and stuff. They use different oil to cook their stuff.
Yeah,
in.
that would do it. That would do it.
They probably use a lot of different mealworms that McDonald's puts in their burgers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking
the syrup and the sugars in the soda is different completely. Like ours is more carbonated. I find the American stuff is like so diluted and like just like not nearly as like quenching,
I find I like American sodas more because of the sugar. I find the sugar is different. I don't know if it's like a real sugar deal that they're using or there's a glucose that's like a different mix, but it's just the sugars for me, man. Sugars in my veins. What do you think, Teryn? What's your like go-to? I'm in America. Holy fuck, I miss this in Canada.
Alcohol.
See, I thought about that too. I thought about beer, but like I don't drink enough booze to like know the line, right?
So for the longest time, I was like, why can I just like drink so many White Claws and not be blasted? And then when I get home and I'm like on the Zooms and I just get like fucked up and I'm like, what the fuck? And it took like 3 years for somebody to tell me, Teryn, this is malt. And I was like, yo, this ain't even vodka? So I was like, that makes sense. So like for me, it's like the liquor for sure. So I
remember that morning because you came out of the bathroom. You're like, is that why I'm having malt shits? And I was like,
that did not ever happen one time, actually, sir. God damn. If I have to go number 2, nobody's gonna know about it. And if anybody does know about it, it's Mama J and it's Meg. Can I say, can you guys just leave me alone for a sec? Fuck sakes. Fuck off with that. But I'm gonna say
happy Canada Day, folks. This is where we've come full circle now, talking about
the malt shits.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I love Takis and salsa here. I love Takis and salsa in America, but like the Takis and salsa at home is just way different. Meg, I got you. I got you when we're at my home. It's gonna be watching alone in bed, eating Takis and salsa. It's gonna be lovely.
Yo, what's up, Leroy? Big shout out to Leroy here, Nasty Leroy. Check him out if you're a fan of the old VHS wrestling tapes. He was very big back in those old circuits there. Might have to look at the old Betamaxes, but Leroy definitely, they called him the old Knickerbocker King because he was the old king of the old 1-2 punch. He was pretty good at that there. I heard he was actually one of the first call-ups for the Harlem Globetrotters. Holy shit, I'm losing it here. I'm sorry. Teryn, let's put a bow on this thing. What are we thinking here? Happy Canada Day long weekend. Happy advanced Independence Day to all our American friends.
We started off the show talking about things we didn't like. Okay. So Leroy, number 1, just told you to stop. Okay. Leroy came into your own show. Dez, he came into your own show and told you to stop. Me personally, I wouldn't take that.
I wouldn't honestly either, but it was just his birthday. I know it was his golden year there, you know what I mean? And this guy's getting on. They called him the bicentennial man for a reason. So I'm just going to respect my elders here. He's a ring vet. And I'm just going to say, that's it. Leroy, there we go. That nasty man, which back in his time was the biggest insult you could give to call somebody was that man. Because as we know, it was a very tumultuous time in the 50s in the United States. So to be called that man was a very big insult in the day, back when he was in the circuit training with all the pro wrestling back then and the strong men. So that was when Leroy got to start there. What's a
Look
VHS?
who came to join us on this very special Canada Day A3.
Oh,
The Canadian cutie herself, little baby Bozo.
we've got to get a little jersey for Bozo that just has a little TDS logo and Bozo on the back. That'd be awesome.
She would hate every single moment of it. She is definitely more. I don't know if anybody has ever noticed. You've never seen a collar on her. She is my little wolf dog, my little coyote. She is one with
Definitely
the res
won't talk
dog.
about
She is my res dog.
that.
Right. But yeah, no,
I know what it's
I'm
like to have a little res dog.
yeah, like I just don't want to like restrict her and stuff. She's so sweet. You met her. She's so sweet.
You know what? Here at TDS, we do not restrict dogs. We do not put any sort of vices on animals. So if you want to put any sort of fucking restrictions or limits on your dogs, you can just take your fucking whole self, walk out the door, and fuck off. Because we here at TDS support our animal friends. We support every sort of animal friends, especially those who are held against their will and brought onto boats and made to wear ridiculous costumes. So big shout out to every dog out there in the fight that doesn't want to be there. Catch the cat.
Maybe I will catch the cat at your birthday party later on.
I think Leroy's starting to repeat himself here with his he's having a bit of a senior moment. I think he's repeating his comments. Leroy, I can see your comment there, and I agree that oh wow, something happened here. So anyways, we are here on TDS, and we're going through the motions, folks. We're going through the motions here, and I hope you guys are having an awesome night because
she's
am
coming
having a
back.
great week.
Here we
Oh,
go.
she's coming back. There we go. She's coming back, folks. So we're just going to keep the ship rolling.
I'm not too sure what happened there.
There we go.
Oh, I can't
See,
hear
what-
Dez though.
That is what happened there. Right? No. No.
I can't hear Dez.
See, Leroy, can you guys hear me? Can you thumbs up? They can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Can they hear me? Can everybody hear me? All right. Well, can you guys hear Teryn? What's going on? Is this dead air? Am I frozen? Weird.
Can the audience
Yeah.
hear me?
I can hear you now. Okay, this is weird. This is funny. This is how we're gonna end the show here.
I
It's
literally
just
can't
us
hear
asking,
Dez.
can you hear me now? When in doubt, bring out the rack, says Tony. He didn't say that, but he will.
I hear both of you.
Okay,
How
perfect.
interesting.
Excellent. I can hear both of you. There we
Hold on,
go.
Let me click some stuff.
Listen, Leroy, back, Kate, look, you weren't wrestling in the carnivals. We weren't, there was a whole different time. We know.
Okay.
It wasn't as
How can I
widely
not hear
accepted as it was.
Dez?
So I definitely want to have a talk with Leroy about
This is wild.
the changes he's seen in his lifetime through pro wrestling and how that's changed him as a professional.
Also, quick shout out to Mary Brazel. This old bitch was born on Canada Day, so happy belated birthday, Mary, you old fucking bitch. We love you.
Yes, exactly. The grizzled vet Leroy trying to be humble. He knows he's trying to be humble with his age. He is like a fine cheese, and he's just getting, whoa, wait a second. Oh, man, that's got layers to it there. But we'll get into that later, a different time here. Teryn, what are we doing tonight here? Is there going to be an after party? What's going on? Big birthday party for Jamal?
I believe Teryn's still having issues and says she can't hear you.
I
no.
will exit stage left and I'll be right back. Give me 2 shakes.
Oh,
Des,
man, so we're
the
just
floor is yours, my man.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
So we've just been talking like we're in an 80s fucking thing here. Yo, speaking of 80s style, so I found myself in a very, very wild supermarket sweep kind of situation here this week. I was given a voucher for $250 at a grocery store, and I got a whole bunch of shit that I wanted from the store. And I get there to the till, and it's $185, and they're like, "You need to spend all of it." So fucking, you should have seen me in line. I'm just like, what? Boom, back to the frozen steaks, fucking for beef jerky because I'm cheap like that. I'm just using frozen steaks for my beef jerky, but there you go. A little Uncle Bomber secret for you guys. But no, I fucking got frozen pizza. I fucking ran by the bread, grabbed some more of that, some chips and a pack of pop, and I came out to just over. So I was like, fuck yeah, man. But it was supermarket sweet to the max. Ted, please tell me the show Alone. Tell me this is stuff that you watch through windows in stores and you laugh at because I mean, these people are living life on your difficulty level, bro.
I have not seen it, but I am fairly certain that I've been witness to it being filmed before.
yo, can you imagine that fucking just hobo Ted's just camping out and all of a sudden some camera crew shows up? Sorry, sir, you're gonna have to pack up. We need this area to film in, and you're like, excuse me? And then you just got this guy pretending he can't fucking make fire or like he's about to die, and you're just sitting there like full on pigeon meat. Like, what the fuck?
Those shows, I don't know how to feel about them, but if there's a cash prize, I'd definitely participate.
I say so too, honestly. Let me hear you out there in the fucking chat here. Anybody, just let a comment go. Obviously, Jamal said I'd last 22 hours. How long do you think you would last in a situation where you were dropped off with minimum supplies and a bow with 8 arrows to hunt with? So let us know there, everybody that's watching this right now. I want to know. And here's Teryn. This old.
I can hear Dez.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know what happened there, but you just.
All right. So really quick, the punchline to that one was they said, no, I can't because I don't know. I can't really make up good punchlines on the fly. I wanted to pretend like we're telling some funny jokes without, she'd come back in right at the end and she's like, wow, that must have been a funny one. But
Sorry, I had to pick up my shirt a little bit. My rack seems to be out, and I have no idea why.
Yes, mine as well.
Yes. We love the
I'm
racks.
just going to pick up this stuff off the floor here really quick, you guys.
Yeah, it's the bend and snap.
Right, exactly. I'm just going to grab my wand off the floor here, boys.
I actually haven't worn this shirt since cruise number 3, and somebody asked me today, hey, do you know where you're wearing to Calgary next week? And honestly, I think I might wear this shirt. Like, it is doing some good stuff right now, so I'm here for that.
It's too bad the T wasn't in the middle of our name, because we could have just had letters on either side, and then that would have been the T. But anyways.
We could go T and then like put like a dick sucker or something. S TDS.
Or it could just be like T and then the D and the S are lower on the shirt, I think.
An old dick on the end of a sucker stick. Not too far. Too far.
Hands up, boys, hands up. Just eventually, I'm like just slow to the punch here.
Oh God, I'm hilarious. But we are rolling up on almost an hour. So once again, thank you guys for joining in, checking out the YouTube. We are, I guess we're like big timers now. 2 streaming platforms at once. We're fucking crazy.
Dual streams, baby. This is just like me and old Dirty Dick in the urinals at the fucking cruise. He's just one urinal just to save time, even though there's nobody else in the bathroom, just saving space.
It's kind of weird, but all right. You do you, buddy. You do you.
Higher, baby. High and higher.
But seriously, you guys, though, thank you so much for watching and engaging and all your good stuffs. We are totally fucking here for it. I will not be here next week. I might pop in if Dez is sorry, I was reading Jamal's comment. If Dez is here, maybe I'll pop in if I can. If not, just don't worry. My rack is going to be out and I'm going to be living my best life in Calgary, Alberta. Okay? Just watching the clock, be like, oh, fuck, Meg's going to be here soon, just living the fucking dream. So that's that. It being Canada Day, you guys need to go to Pro Wrestling Tees /TDS and get your DC merch. The cruise is coming up really quickly in like 7 months. So you want to have you want to be fresh to death. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get the new, get the shirts, fucking rep the brand. This poster flag is coming back next year. We need to get some more signatures on it. We got fucking Desi the Pooh, fucking old Gwenny, Emily, you old bitch. Who I don't know who wrote. I think Emily must have wrote that. I don't know who this is.
Donnie should be somewhere on there too.
Yeah, Donnie McLaughlin. I made that little fucker. Oh, Ken Berry, Mary Brazel, Big Guns, Where
Yes.
is the link? Oh, Donnie McLaughlin is right up top here in gold.
Yeah, I remember that. Donnie was something pretty prominently.
So, I mean, we don't bring it every time. We do bring it sometimes. I think I'm going to bring it back this time, and we'll get everyone involved that has been supporting us and there for us the entire time for this wild journey that we randomly created.
Yeah.
So, we appreciate you all, and this week everybody is our fan of the week. Everybody.
If you're watching this, you are our fan of the week. That's right. And happy birthday to Jamal once again.
Speaking of watching this, you know who won't be fan of the week? Somebody we know is not watching this. And no, I'm not just talking about Johnny Cadillac, because Johnny Cadillac wasn't in here today either. I'm talking about his roommate, Walter Zelaya, Tony fucking Riccadelli, aka Dirty Dick Rick's bestie, okay? We know Johnny and Walter weren't here. So Johnny, just if you post listen to this, you're not signing the fucking sign, buddy. This is a weekly supporter thing. Fucking good times, keep it on, you know? It's just like Matthew McConaughey there in fucking Dazed and Confused, loving those high school girls. He keeps getting older and they stay the same age. You know, Teryn and Dez just keep growing and Johnny just doesn't keep showing up. So, you know, here we are. Fuck's sakes. Tonight's going to be wild.
Yes, tonight's going to be wild. Well, you guys, fucking while she's getting her drink here, she's getting her puncture ready to shotgun that. Thank you so much for supporting us. Like she said, check out the merch. Like us on Facebook. Give us a share. Tell your fucking friends that you enjoyed us on a Tuesday night. Don't let us be your guilty pleasure every fucking week. Please. You never know. Maybe your friend will become a bigger fan of us than you, and then you'll get each other's merch and stuff, and you'll be like, holy shit, remember when we fucking started watching the show in 2024? Fuck, man. Anyways, happy July 2nd. Happy Canada Day. And like I said, happy Independence Day coming up, you fucking awesome Americans. Teryn, what's going on?
And we don't just call it TDS Tuesday. It's also Titty Tuesday for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Desi, you're fucking... There you go.
Up here. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I've only got one hand. Fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Boom. This has been Desi Bear, and fucking we'll see you guys next Tuesday for a very special solo episode.
Oh, yeah. And in the meantime, and in between time, guys, keep fit and have fun.
Yo, what's up? You're watching TDS.